Roma, you said you put the thing in. Ooh, there it is. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. With me as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear boss, Roma Nation! How are you doing today, good sir?
Happy Tubular Tuesday, y'all. It's time. Let's get it!
In our next chair, being as lovely as always, we have Elizabeth! How are you doing today, dear?
I'm doing great, T-Bone. How are you, and how is everybody today? Happy Tuesday.
I am doing fantastical like always, and rounding us out being as wise and grumpy and old as always, we have Brian. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing just great. Let's get this done.
All right, everybody, let's rev our engines. Roma, take us away with the very first article of the day.
Yes, sir. This is from NBC News. Judge in Trump's hush money trial delayed sentencing following Supreme Court immunity ruling. The hearing, previously scheduled for July 11th, will be delayed until at least September 18th. All right, let's get into it. The judge overseeing Donald Trump's New York criminal trial on Tuesday approved a delay of the former president's sentencing after his lawyers asked for more time to argue that the Supreme Court's immunity decision calls for a new trial. The sentencing hearing, previously scheduled for July 11th, will now take place on September 18th at the earliest, according to a letter posed by the court's docket. The delay guarantees Trump will not be sentenced until after he is formally nominated for president at the Republican National Convention, which begins July 15th, and sentencing will happen less than 2 months before the presidential election. All right. So the Supreme Court, they kind of bombed that from Washington, didn't they?
Yeah.
100%. 100% they bombed it.
I mean, and pretty much, I mean, I got to believe this will impact the Georgia case as well.
Well, it's going to affect all of the indictment cases against Trump.
Yeah.
All right. Because you've got the Georgia case with Fani Willis. You know, that case basically self-destructed.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it completely
It was tainted.
Yeah, right.
From the beginning.
Yeah, it completely destroys the January 6th cases.
Which also was on the chopping block this past week. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And then, of course, the classified documents case, I mean, it's all official because it all happened under his presidency. And he has full autonomy over what those documents do. It's just, you know, going through the proper steps to make sure that they get to where they're supposed to get to.
The President of the United States is the ultimate classification and declassification authority on anything.
On Earth.
This is what
much.
they were saying from the beginning. This is what everybody was saying. Carrie Lake was saying this at the beginning. Like, so many people were saying this.
Yeah.
And it's funny that the left is so hell-bent on affirming, but they that's basically what the Supreme Court did. They reaffirmed the presidential authority. They didn't
Right.
create any new anything.
No.
On official acts. Now, mind you, it's official acts per the Constitution. Whatever his job says that he's supposed to do per the Constitution is an official act. So when you look at the Georgia case, it's because he has the right to make sure that everything that went down in the election was lawful and that citizens' rights were protected.
Right.
Classified documents where you talked about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Acting in his capacity as President of the United States, ensuring that the governor and the Secretary of State in the state of Georgia were doing everything they could to ensure the integrity of the election in that state. That's perfectly reasonable. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all he was doing.
Exactly. No, they were saying that he was trying to create fake alternates. Again, I will state this again. It's not fake alternates.
It's just alternates.
It's just alternates.
Right.
It's done. It's been done 7 other times in U.S. history. So, I mean, you can try and get around that, but all you have to do is just look that up on Google, and it's actually there.
Yep.
It's crazy how they're just banking on the fact that people won't do their research, and they're right.
Well,
It's not like
a lot of people actually don't do their research, and honestly, that's kind of what's sad about some of the people in today's society. They don't want to put in just the little bit extra effort, and honestly, that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to be lazy, but in other times, honestly, just take that extra step and just learn. Honestly, if you learn at least one new thing every single day, I mean, that's a really good motto to live by. Honestly, that's what I gotta say. But Roma, how about we move on to the very, very next article, good sir?
All right, this is from the AP News. The U.S. will pay Moderna $176 million to develop an mRNA pandemic flu vaccine.
just making it rain. That's what we do.
It's Groundhog Day, guys.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so the U.S. government will pay the vaccine maker Moderna $176 million to accelerate development on a pandemic influenza vaccine that could be used to treat bird flu in people as concern grows about cases in dairy cows across the country, federal officials announced Tuesday.
More of that warp speed bullshit. Well, thanks, Trump.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely his fault. Moderna already has bird flu vaccine in very early stage testing that uses the same mRNA technology that allowed rapid development and rollout of vaccines to protect against COVID-19. The news funds from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services include continued development of the vaccine, including a late stage trial next year if those early studies results are positive. Now, here's the thing. How long did it take to do this during COVID? What was it, about 10 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So how long have they been doing this? They've been doing it for, at least for the bird flu, because they would have had to have known this years ago if that was the case.
Yeah, one is in one room, one is in the other. Who said that? Not me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But the project can be quickly redirected to target another form of influenza if a different threat than the H5N1 form of bird flu emerges, HHS officials stressed. The award was made through the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, can't trust them, or BARDA, a program that focuses on medical treatments for potential pandemics. The H5N1 virus was detected earlier this year in dairy cows and spread in more than 135 herds in 12 states and infected 3 people to date, all with mild cases. Federal health officials stressed that the risk to the wider population remains low. Now, of course, they had that one person in Mexico that died who just happened to have the bird flu in his system.
Like it,
but
bounced.
He was also
he
overweight.
didn't die from it, right? Though
he was also overweight. He also had hypertension. He also was diabetic. Like he had a whole bunch, a whole slew of issues with him. So I mean,
a lot of other comorbidities.
Yep, setting up the next plandemic.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I have no words to honestly say about that. But
Funny how
guys,
this
just,
thing,
stay
these things
informed.
happen. But same thing. Funny how these things follow the Olympic cycle. You know,
Yeah.
Olympic cycle.
the
I
Olympic
like the
cycle.
way you put that. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on. This is from NIH.gov, so it must be true. NIH
Gotta-
sponsored trials of nasal COVID-19 vaccine opens. Candidate vaccine could provide enhanced breadth of protection against emerging SARS-CoV-2 variants.
Excuse me, what?
You heard the
Could
man.
Provide enhanced breadth of protection against emerging SARS-CoV-2 variants.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Phase 1 trialing testing the safety of the experimental nasal vaccine that may provide enhanced breadth of protection against emerging variants of COVID. The virus that caused COVID-19 is now enrolling healthy adults at 3 sites in the United States. The National Institute of Health, or NIH, is sponsoring the first in-human trial of the investigational vaccine, which was designed and tested in preclinical studies, can't talk today, by scientists from NIH's National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. All these alphabet soup
Hello?
laboratory.
Is red flags not going off in anybody's head like they are in mine?
The rapid development of safe-effective COVID-19 vaccine was a triumph of science and used
That's science.
mitigated the toll of the pandemic. The NIAID's director, Jean M. Marazzo, MD,
Spin.
while first-generation
Spin.
COVID vaccines, continued to be effective at preventing severe illness, hospitalizations, and death, they are less successful at preventing infection and milder forms of disease. With the continual emergence of new virus variants, there is a critical need to develop next-generation COVID-19 vaccines, including nasal vaccines that could reduce COVID infections and transmission. The study aims to enroll 60 adult participants ages 18 to 64 years old who previously received at least 3 prior doses of FDA-approved or authorized mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. The trial sites are Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, the Hope Clinic of Emory University, Decatur, Georgia, and the New York University, Long Island. Hannah M. El Sali, MD, at the Baylor College of Medicine Vaccine Research Center is leading the study.
And you know that last sentence from the last paragraph, that could reduce infections and transmission.
Didn't they say that last time?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they did, but they are also changing the wording just a smidge. Instead of just saying prevent, it's reduce.
Yeah. So I got 2 questions
Yeah.
here. So one, have they corrected the cancer accelerator issue? At least that I know of. And number 2, people are not going to fall for it this time. You're not going to be able to force them to do this. But are we going to have issues with companies that are going to say, okay, in order to work here, you're going to have to take this vaccine? Because that was a big issue, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of court cases going on right now because of that. Because that
Still
happened
going
with
on
military,
right now.
That happened, with different various governmental groups.
Well, there was an overturning in New York State in the Supreme Court with the mandate of having to have a vaccine for like the official jobs in the city, the government jobs and whatnot. So that was overturned, and anybody who was let go due to refusing the vaccine was able to be reinstated with possible retroactive pay, but don't quote me on that one. I could be wrong. So that happened with that, but I don't know if that applies to any future, new vaccines and what their emergencies might bring to the table.
Deja vu, anybody? Deja vu? Like, are the red flags not going off in anybody's head like they are in mine? Like, excuse me? What?
Yeah, that's the whole reason why we're reading this article. But let's move on to CBS
What do we?
News.
Yeah, thank you so much, Roma.
You
Take
got
us
it.
away, good sir.
I will. Rudy Giuliani disbarred in New York for spreading falsehoods about 2020 election.
Oh yeah?
What
Okay.
falsehoods?
Yeah.
That's
what
what
happened?
I'd like to know. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I would honestly want a comprehensive list of what falsehoods that he spread. All right, here we go. Rudy Giuliani, who served as former President Donald Trump's personal attorney, was disbarred from practicing law in New York on Tuesday after he was found to have spread falsehoods about the integrity of the 2020 presidential election. A New York appeals court concluded that Giuliani is disbarred effective immediately and ordered his name stricken from the roll of attorneys and counselors at large in the state. The court also ordered Giuliani to desist and refrain from practicing law in any form, reappearing as an attorney before any court or judge, offering legal advice, or, quote, holding himself out in any way as an attorney and counselor in law. Giuliani, who served the top federal prosecutor in Manhattan and was mayor of New York City and was admitted to practice in law in the state in 1969. Members of his legal community who respect the rule of law in his country should immediately come forward and speak out against the politically and ideologically corrupted decision, Ted Goodman, spokesman for Giuliani, said in a statement. Quote, we will be appealing this objectively flawed decision in hopes that the appellate process will restore integrity into our system of justice. Yeah, because, New York court system has integrity right now, right?
Up the wazoo, yeah.
No, it's not even that they have integrity. They just have a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only you couldn't get away with this in Nebraska or hell, even in Texas.
Yeah, they have a lot of resources, a lot of backing. Yeah.
Yeah. The disciplinary charges against Giuliani stem from allegations that he made false and misleading statements to the courts, lawmakers, and the public, claiming that the 2020 election was rife in fraud and that the election was stolen from Trump. Giuliani spread the baseless claims while working as a lawyer in Trump in his re-election campaign in connection with his attempts to challenge his electoral loss. Now, just because he claims it doesn't mean that he...
Just because he's arguing it doesn't...
Just because he's arguing it doesn't mean that he stated it as fact. Mm-hmm. But that's what you go to court for.
Exactly.
This is an opinion. I mean, did this man just not just state his opinion?
No, what I want to know is how many other lawyers, went out on camera and was like, this person did not kill this person, and everybody knows that they did. Mm-hmm. Like, did they disbar them?
If you can prove it in a court of law, that's the whole thing of it. You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt for certain things. So that's the whole basis of arguing something in a court of law. Once you go back and you say you can't argue anything with fear of being disbarred, I mean, what kind of precedents are they setting here? It's just lawyers be afraid.
A very, very, very bad precedent.
Well, it's a freedom of speech issue. Like, if anybody has noticed that the First Amendment has been massively under attack over the last 8 years, and luckily we have people like Elon Musk, who's come back and allowed this to allowed people to actually speak. Rumble's doing the same thing. I can only imagine if those two companies merge together as one.
Yeah.
They'd be the largest company in the world,
right?
So
yeah,
or at least media wise, but you have to be able to say something. You can't just put it all in writing and then expect it to just all disappear.
Yeah,
correct.
You have a right to state your concerns.
Yeah, you do. Roma, you know what I think we should do? Move on to the very, very next article. Sir, please take us away.
Absolutely. You know where I'm going with this.
Where?
This is scanner.com.
Is it from her? Is it from her?
By the lovely Hannah Claire Brimlow.
HCB!
I love it. All right. Supreme Court returns social media case to lower courts. Both sides of the litigation claim that the court's decision as a victory. The U.S. Supreme Court delayed ruling on a First Amendment case challenging content restrictions on social media. The court unanimously opted to remand the lawsuit brought by Net Choice against Florida and Texas to a lower court. The trade association challenged laws in Florida and Texas establishing consequences for social media companies for restricting posts created by conservative users. Neither the 11th Circuit nor the 5th Circuit conducted a proper analysis of the facial First Amendment challenges to Florida and Texas laws regulated large internet platforms, said the court. The next order of business is to decide whether of the law's applications violate the First Amendment and to measure them against the rest. For the content moderation provisions, that means asking as to every covered platform or function whether there is an intrusion on protected editorial discretion. And for the individualized explanation provisions, it means asking again as to each thing covered whether the required disclosures unduly burden expression. So I guess, long story short, what they're saying is, do social media sites have the right to restrict your speech because they don't like it versus
is it like a public forum or is it a publication?
Yeah, because they don't have the right to tell you what's damaging and what's not. Only the courts can do that.
Correct.
Not the social media sites. They are not the police, and they are not the arbiters of speech. So
no, they're just the platform that people come to see all of that. Yeah.
Right.
Continue.
Let's see. These years have brought a dizzying transformation in how people communicate, and with this raft of public policy issues, social media platforms as well as other websites have gone from unheard of to inescapable. And that was from Elena Kagan. Well, you also what they really need to focus on is the things that they took offline that were actually true, and focus on that. Number one. Then number two, if there's anything that's damaging or that could hurt the public, you should look at the other side and see some of the things that they've posted that were either false or misleading that we know about now, and then use that against the companies.
Yeah, like they can have like a little hyperlink underneath a post and, to like a community note or something like that, like how they do on X. Yeah, I mean, they don't have a hyperlink. They have it actually posted there, but it's like, here's the source and this is further context of this post. Whatever, fine. If that's what you want to do, fine.
Hey, we already have proof that the government intervened in that between 2016 and 2000, all the way up to now. They're probably still intervening in a lot of different companies, but you can't justify taking down a truthful post, but yet allow posts that are misleading to stay on and say that that's justice.
Right.
I mean, that's just number one. It's clear as day.
Be consistent with your corruption. Why don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So she continued, to the extent that social media platforms create expressive products, they receive from the First Amendment's protection. And although these cases here are preliminary posture, the current record suggests that some platforms and at least some functions are indeed engaged in expression. In conducting certain feeds, those platforms make choices about what third-party speech to display and how to display it. Traditional publishers and editors also select the shape of other parties' expression to their own curated speech products, and have repeatedly held that the laws curtailing their editorial choices must meet the First Amendment's requirements. The principles does not change because the curated compilation has gone from the physical to the virtual world. Wow, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. This is from Elizabeth's favorite news site, the New York
Post.
That's correct. All right. Liberal judge alters election law in battleground Wisconsin months before election. Uh-oh.
Isn't that illegal?
A Dane County Circuit Court judge who once said people who steal from big box stores shouldn't be prosecuted ruled that disabled Wisconsin voters can request and download electronic ballots, a change that could cause election administration problems in the battleground state this November.
No.
Judge Everett,
no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh?
No. Hell no. No. No.
Brian Rant incoming.
Uh-oh.
You're
Go
gonna
ahead.
tell
Brian,
me.
take it away.
You're gonna tell me that we're gonna hold official election. We're gonna have the option in Wisconsin to vote in an official election online.
Yeah, if
With-
you're disabled.
If you're disabled, so no paper ballot, no paper trail.
And no YouTube. I didn't mean disabled as in I'm making fun of disabled people, so miss me with that.
Right.
issue.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't talk
yeah.
about me like that.
Yeah, chill out, YouTube censors. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about. I mean, the opportunities for fraud here are so rife. They are so rife. Oh my goodness gracious! I want to drop so many f-bombs right now. I wish I had that
Not allowed
Tracy.
to.
I wish I had that Tracy Morgan, short where he goes, no, 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 hell no, no, no. That's how.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I derailed a little bit.
No,
And
no.
that was Major B with his expert opinion. Moving on.
Woo!
All right. Judge Everett Mitchell, who also served as a pastor in Madison and ran state Supreme Court last year, losing in a four-way primary, issued a temporary injunction last week covering the November 5th election, effectively modifying a portion of the election administration landscape in a state that struggled with absentee ballot tabulation in the last presidential election.
Oh, they did?
Let's see. Voters with print disabilities who self-certify they cannot self-certify they cannot read or complete a ballot without assistance can request electronic ballots from their electronic clerks, which they can complete with the use of assistive technology and mailback thanks to the injunction. The ruling leaves clerks of almost 2,000 municipalities with little time to make the adjustment. Democratic Attorney General Josh Call's deputy attorneys argued that the change in law would cause confusion and create security risks. Wisconsin's election administration is somewhat decentralized, with 72 county clerks and more than 1,800 municipal clerks responsible. Current state law allows military and overseas voters to request absentee ballots and mail the ballots back. Before the injunction, disabled voters would have to use the same process as any absentee voter. Request an absentee ballot from a local election clerk, receive and complete the paper ballot sent via mail, and drop off the ballot at the clerk's office or mail it back. Republican state legislators filed an appeal in conservative Waukesha County, arguing, among other things, Judge Mitchell is disrupting the status quo months before a major election.
Yo, I foresee some BS coming in. That don't sound good, man. That definitely don't sound good. Sound a little fishy, if you ask me. Sound a little fishy, a little sniffy.
This sounds like a deliberate attempt to undermine the process to cause issues on purpose. Almost.
In a key battleground state where the margin of victory will be razor thin.
Yep. And you know what? This is how you'll know if this has like any bearing. Is let's see how many other states enact this.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like these same concerns, if they're so legit, why aren't they legit in all states?
Exactly.
Or even other blue states, where they have the same mindset.
Even the blue states have become purple in a sense. They haven't really like stayed blue. Like they're kind of like on the cusp now. Like I mean.
They're changing their shade.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, throw me some statistics that prove my statements wrong.
No, not even statistics, but where were the complaints where it was so overwhelming that they had to make this change at the highest level?
Yeah. Especially like
that's what I want to know. How many complaints was it? 10,000?
I definitely made a complaint in my home state. Because the BS that happened cannot happen again.
All right.
But Roma, take us away with this X post, good sir.
All right, this is our last story of the day. This is from Real Robert on X, and here it is. One corrupt party state of Chicago. Illinois Citizens Group files formal complaint with the State Board of Elections after discovering how Democrats cheat and steal elections. A couple from Illinois, Jody and Kent Zitko, have formed a group of concerned citizens who have been analyzing the Illinois state voter database. Here are some of the crimes they have discovered. 300,000 votes mysteriously deleted post-election. 2.5 million votes cast before voters were even registered. They have analyzed, what is this, 1,300 Illinois residents across the state, and with their consent, reviewed their 20-year voting histories. They discovered 57% corruption, including voters cast when voters did not vote, votes missing when they did vote, voter registration and voting at address where they excuse me, where they did not reside, and registrations with wrong registration dates. Basically, the same types of crimes that they overthrew the U.S. government on November 3rd, 2020.
So said this dude. Yeah.
And this is from AmericanThinker.com.
Yeah. This kind of stuff needs to also somebody needs to start doing this in New York, because I'm telling you, the majority of New York, you go like 5 minutes out of New York City and all you see is American flags, Trump banners, all the way up to Schenectady and beyond, all the way up to the very peak of New York. It's insane that certain people keep winning elections.
Where are the auditors? Like how do these audits take place, and are they recorded? Because
this is a really good question. Yeah, for the left and for the right. Yeah, for
everyone. I don't care.
Democrats. Yeah,
I don't care who it is. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. I don't even care. 5 times. Even if it takes a little bit longer to continuously check to see, that's the right person, that's the right signature. All right, yeah, that makes sense. All right, count that ballot. That signature doesn't match up with that. Oh yeah, throw that in the trash. Yeah, just continuously check and triple check. I mean, guys, if that's not happening, it's the election's lost. Right, and we need to know what these processes are, and there has to be some type of recorded or audio or transcripts or
wasn't there a lot of problems with the Dominion online electronic thingy, something like that, right?
Well, that was in Arizona, which that was the first one to fall. Now all these cases are starting to come out. And I think these judges are releasing this information now because they need people to understand what's going on. Or you do what this couple did. You go in and you check all the verifications on, within the city. Now, what I want to know is, why would they do this knowing that somebody can easily, you got caught by a couple just having fun and doing some research.
Yeah.
If you know you're going to get caught, what is it? You're trying to see if you can get caught and still get away with it?
At this point, the people who are interested in and have the ability to manipulate the election, at this point, they don't even care about how blatantly obvious they're being about it. Just like that last story we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
That's so blatant. Even other Democrats in that state were calling him out on.
Exactly. All right.
Guys, I'm hearing some buzzing bee sound in my ear. I don't know what's going on, but guys, I think it's time to start the games. Guys, it's time to start with the bee or not. So Brian, take us away if you don't mind, good sir.
All right, I'll explain the rules, although I'm pretty sure everybody knows what they are by now. So I'm going to present 3 headlines today, one of which will come from the Babylon Bee.
Oh, does it?
At least one. At least one.
I hope one, because how T-Bone do, he win. So watch T-Bone win today.
Anyway, so your job's to pick out the fake headline. So I present your very first headline, and that is Supreme Court gives Joe Biden the legal okay to assassinate Donald Trump. Headline number 2, Supreme Court unanimously upholds big tech's right to censor political opponents. Headline number 3, Jill Biden refuses to drop out of the presidential race.
Hold on, Jill Biden? Did you just say Jill Biden?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the headline. And for our YouTube viewing audience,
Jill
Nice.
Biden, Jill Jill Biden. She is not the president. It's Joe, but yeah. That's what I'm going with. I mean, even though I was actually gonna go with letter 2. T-Bone is gonna be going with number C. Sorry.
C3PO.
well,
What? Who? What happened?
C3PO. What's going on? What's going on with the survey?
I don't know. You tell me. C3PO is winning, just like T-Bone thought. As it, yeah, because I always win. Watch me sing. Brian, watch me sing.
I do.
What happened?
Did he win?
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. But look at that photo. Look at that
Where?
picture of
Where?
our lovely and gracious first lady. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that picture.
The things, but you gotta do the things, Brian.
Look at that picture of our lovely and gracious first lady.
Where?
Oh.
Where is it?
She's
Where
giving
is
one
it?
hell of a sermon.
Wait,
Yes,
where is
she
it?
is.
She is passionate.
Oh my Jesus! Oh,
What has she done anything like specific? You know how usually like the first ladies, they do things, charities, put together foundations,
No,
whatever.
no. Her entire job has been the Joe Wrangler.
Ah, okay. Important job.
can I say something? Can I say something? I don't know if you guys caught this. This happened last Thursday, but Trump called Joe Brandon, and like I don't know if you guys remember this, but like
I didn't catch it, but I heard that. Yeah.
So about a year ago, the "Let's Go Brandon," that meme came out. Whatever, it was really really funny. I loved it. It was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, they have this thing behind him. Do you see what it says? It says, "Let's go, Joe." No, Joe. Not let's go, Joe, bro. It's not the way to do it, buddy. You're bad, and you need to step down. You really need to step down, buddy. I'm sorry. You really do need to step down.
There was like a video going around on X with
didn't even
where they
sing.
were trying to say that oh, you gotta sing. Go ahead. Sing.
Brian, can you please get your headphones in?
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. Are you ready to hear T-Bone sing, Brian? Oh, T-Bone does! He's win, no matter what! Brian, no matter what, T-Bone wins. You think you can mess T-Bone up with these Jill Biden, Joe Biden, the president? No. T-Bone always wins. I'm batting 1,000,000. You already know that's how my batting average is. Nobody can deny the batting
Challenge
average.
accepted.
1,000,000. The batting average is 1,000,000.
Don't threaten Brian with a good time.
With the ending of the very, very first game, we actually are going to but thankfully, wonderfully do a wonderful announcement. Guys, tonight on Timcast IRL on YouTube, Rumble, and everywhere else, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is Nick Sorter. He is the on-scene covering stories MSN guy. He's seen on Tucker Carlson tonight on Fox News, Newsmax, and Timcast, and yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a great show, guys. If you'd like to call in and talk to Nick, you can do so at the Timcast Discord. Just go to timcast.com. Sign up for the Discord. Just follow us. You get your questions in. It's great. It's a great time. But, guys, it's time for my favorite time of the day. My amazing favorite time of the day. It's time for Caption This, where I, T-Bone, give you, the audience, a picture, and you, the audience, give T-Bone this wonderful, wonderful caption. Guys, this photo I did not make. I'm going to give all of this credit to Penmaker himself. I will be getting a pen from Penmaker. Thank you, Penmaker. But yes, this is... Okay. I'm not going to tell anybody the story about how this photo was created, but just know that there is a real photo that looks similar to this of it's a real person. Just understand that. It's amazing, it's funny, and yeah, I don't know, Biddy, I'm not a dog person. Roma, I'm not a dog person. I mean, I am a dog person, but I'm a little dumb in the sense of I don't know what breed that is. What breed is that?
Looks like a bloodhound.
Okay, yeah. So guys. There's a bloodhound wearing a shirt with a chicken on it, and that chicken, his name just so happens to be Roberto Jr. Yeah, that chicken is the one and only Roberto Jr. If you know, you know. If you don't, go find out. Go Google who Roberto Jr. is, and it's crazy how there is an actual Wikipedia page about Mr. Roberto Jr. It's actually very, very funny. But yeah, while you guys are getting in these lovely
God, these are great. There's already some great ones out there.
I'm loving these captions, guys. While you guys are getting these lovely captions in, it is Biddy's wonderful time to take us away with the 100-meter dash. Biddy, I know you are so great, so just please take us away.
I got you, T-Bone. Okay, so coming to you from today.com, meet the Walmart deli employee who's also a track star hoping to make the Olympic team.
Track star!
Yes, I know you'd love this one. So when it comes to Olympic athletes, Dylan Beard is cold cut from a different cloth. But
he's a different breed? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Yes. So Beard is a hurdler who will compete for a spot on the United States Olympic team heading to the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris.
Okay.
He also happens to work a full-time job at the deli counter at a Walmart. So that's the pun. Beard emerged as a surprise winner while competing in the 60-meter hurdles at the Milrose Games in February. Quote, I think I went in a lot more relaxed, like nothing to lose, a lot to gain, he told Today in the interview that aired April 26. His performance in the race made him the third fastest hurdler in the world and landed him a spot at the U.S. Olympic Track and Field Trials in Eugene, Oregon in June. Following his performance at the Milrose Games, Beard returned to his normal routine. Quote, I flew home. The next day I was back to weight training, back to practicing, then back to work, he said. Beard is an unsponsored athlete hoping to pay his way to Paris with his own ability and paycheck while training at North Carolina State University in Raleigh, North Carolina. His coach, Ruben McCoy, gushes when he talks about Beard. Quote, his work ethic is very much unmatched, and his character speaks very highly of the man who he is, he said. His manager at Walmart, David Davis, echoes the sentiment about what kind of person Beard is. Dylan's work ethic is next level. He provides excellent customer service all the time. He goes above and beyond just like he does on the track, he said. Beard also earned his master's degree in public health at Howard University, which he hopes he can put to use counseling at-risk youth. He says he remains dedicated to doing the best he can, whether on the track or while on the clock at Walmart. At the end of the day, my name is attached to what I'm doing. So yes, I'm working at Walmart in the deli, but it still represents me, which represents a lot of other people, he said. I love that. Beard was blown away when Today's Craig Melvin presented him with a check from Walmart for $20,000 so his friends and family could support him as he makes his way to the Olympic trials. He says, I am appreciative, very unexpected, and I'm thankful, very thankful, he said. So congrats to him and good luck to you, sir.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck to you, but
Okay.
I question why does a man with a master's degree work at the deli at Walmart?
It's a good question. There's a lot of people who don't end up in the jobs that they've graduated college.
I know.
Kind of crazy.
I know. I just threw a wet blanket.
No, it's okay. But I mean, I guess that he got that as something to do on the side because he said that he did want to, continue that kind of work. But he's also been working towards the Olympics, so he probably had to do kind of like a low key everyday job so he can train. I'm speculating, but that's what I'm thinking.
Walmart deli low key job. That's at least 8 hours a day. First of all, number two,
It is, yeah.
you have to deal with the public.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
I know.
Biddy, you deal with the public a lot, but the public, they're not nice. They are not.
They are not nice.
They could be.
That's
spiteful.
why. I mean, that's why I hate working the counter at this parts store. With the public.
Oh yeah. That's why you drive though. That's why you drive. You prefer to drive though. I know.
Yeah.
You prefer to drive, guys. Now with that lovely 100-meter dash, legitimately 100-meter dash. Well, technically, what is it? He won the the 100-meter hurdles. That's what he won.
Yes.
Yeah. So the 100-meter hurdles instead of 100-meter dash. Sure, we'll go with that one. Yeah, great story. Thank you so much, Biddy. Now it is time to get back to our regularly scheduled effed up program. Now, boss, are you ready to go back and forth with myself, good sir?
Let's go. Here's caption this from yours truly. McGruff had a long night out doing crime.
That's a good one. Crimson coming back saying, "Let sleeping dogs lie."
All right. And we've got from Lee, Scooby-Doo joins Timcast.
Yep, he does. Yes, sir, he does. Crimson coming back saying, "Just waiting on those lab results."
Nice. Now we got this from Shakira. McGruff is a Timcast Discord mod.
Don't talk about
Many hats.
Don't talk about the yeah. MAGA month. Sanaski coming in saying, Rick, after giving the first 112 digits of pi for the third time today. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, we have our very own intelligent man, Rick Tard. He is very, very intelligent. Legitimately knows at least 150 numbers of digits of pi. But, I mean, he just likes to tell us the first 112 just because he's like, yeah, I can flex like that.
That's a flex, yeah.
Right. This is from Lee again saying, after mauling T-Bone, Scooby joins Midday Rush.
What? What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could. I'm pretty sure we could train a Great Dane to do that.
Are you just saying a Great Dane because it's the biggest, it's the closest one in size to T-Bone?
No, because Scooby was a Great Dane.
Oh no, I didn't think it was a Great Dane.
Oh, is that the animal?
T-Bone. This next one.
Yeah, can I say it? Okay, Stunning says, do you smell that smell? The smell? That's all around you? No? Do you?
All right. The dude Road says, I am become Texas.
You've become Texas? Where? Sanowski coming back saying, I give up. If these kids think SCOTUS approved drone strikes domestically.
Yeah, go ahead, stop there.
Them tards? I don't know.
Oh boy. Chris back again saying, Brian, after seeing a caption from Chris that he just can't read.
That's a good one.
That's fair.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I love a good Discord lore, MDR lore.
But like, it's the thing because like he's not wearing green, and like Brian never wears green. You know, like I'm thankful that the Bloodhound is not wearing green because Brian never wears green.
Right. It all fits.
All fits.
Never.
All fits.
Never.
Never ever. I've never seen Brian once wear the color green. He always wears the color white, blue, or black. Or red, white, and blue. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. No green. No green. Have you ever heard that song, lol? No, I've never heard that song. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got the next
sir.
one here.
Ha-
We get
have
from
you-
Stiffy314.
Oh, okay.
McGruff is also tired of the shit going on in the U.S.
Is he?
Word.
Is he? I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, the boss ending us off with Fluffy after his owner had an idea with eclairs.
This is definitely if you've seen this movie, you would know exactly what I'm talking about.
What are eclairs?
Oh, you don't know what an eclair is? It's like a
It's a kind of donut.
a chocolate. Yeah, it's a kind of donut with like cream inside. Yum.
Guys, you know my mom's a pastry chef, right?
So then why are you messing with me?
How did nobody get that caption? Nobody in here got that caption?
I don't know what movie is that
Oh
from.
my god. It's from National Lampoon. Oh,
National
Oh.
Lampoon.
no
Who's in
way.
that?
There's
Like
no
the
way that
old one or
nobody
the new one?
one of the newer ones.
Oh, that's why. I never watched the newer ones.
Okay, now I have to find the scene. I can't show it on here, but I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be being sent off to re-education camp.
Uh-oh. Did you piss off Hillary?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I think we need a poll. How about
was
we
gonna
get this
ask you,
poll
yeah.
done? Did do. So we got the boss. How is that? Actually, you know what? No, Verma, I can't give you a 20 because I don't understand it. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. We got Sanoski with Brian after seeing a caption from Chris that he just can't read has 4. We got a 3. We got a 3. We got.
Should I do
4,
3 and up?
And we got 3s. Yeah, we'll do 3 and up.
Okay.
So we got Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. Scooby Doo joins Timcast. Just waiting on those lab results. Rick, after giving the first 112 digits of pi for the 3rd time today. And Brian, after seeing a caption from Chris that he obviously can't read because Chris's captions are just way too good for Brian to read. It's okay, Brian.
You missed one from Lee. After mauling T-Bone, Scooby joins the midday rush. That one's got 3.
Oh, did he? He mauled T-Bone? See, that I forgot it because you can't maul T-Bone. It just can't happen. I'm sorry. The boss can admit to this, right, Roma?
Something like that. Yes,
Okay.
Stiffy Van Wilder. Oh my god.
Dude, Van Wilder? Yeah, I know Van Wilder. It has Ryan Reynolds in it, right? Yeah, I know Van. He's
And
pretty
still
cool.
nobody got the joke. Well, I mean, at least one person got it.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was the joke you were trying to make. Sir, you're bad. I just got it.
You guys have to explain this to me later.
No.
Because I'm
Alright.
guessing
No.
it's too
I
spicy
already,
for
I already
you two.
posted it in the chat.
Okay. I gotta. Oh, let me click the link so I can look at it later.
See, but like you can't say it with fluff because like that's not cool, man. I'm going with letter 6. I'm not gonna lie, cause like letter 5 is not cool, bro. Nah, not cool, bro. Sorry, dog. Not cool, Lee. You're not gonna make fun of T-Bone. Not today. Not ever. Not again. Oh no, they're neck and neck. Oh no, they're neck and neck. Oh no. Oh no, they're necking neck.
Dude, you were named after a cut
Oh.
of meat.
No, they're what? Dude, you're named after a cut of meat. Exactly, sir. The
you're
best cut of
maulable.
meat.
Yeah.
What?
You're maulable if you're a cut of meat.
Moldable?
Maulable. It's a word,
Moldable?
I think.
I don't think so, baby.
Created on MDR.
Oh, okay. All right. No, guys, vote for letter 6, not letter 5. Letter 6. Watch, they're just gonna vote for letter 5 just because I said no. Watch. Guys, you have like 10 more seconds. Yes, they're neck and neck again. Yes. Now you have about like 20. No. No. Yes. 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 No.
Oh.
No. Yes.
Oh.
All right, T
Five,
minus 10.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, go up. Go up. Well, yes, won! I won! Yes! Yes, I won! I won! Yes, I won! Guys, we're ending it. 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 I won. I won. T-Bone won. Actually, I didn't. T-Bone didn't win. It's Brian. After seeing a caption from Chris that he just can't read. Congratulations, Sanoski. Congratulations, good sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for winning. If you'd like to catch all of the winners of Caption This, guys, please join the lovely, lovely crew on this Saturday on the Timcast Discord at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the lovely Elizabeth and the old man Brian, and they have this great show called The Leftovers, guys. It is so nice. Just go watch it. It's at 2 p.m. on Saturday on the Timcast Discord. It's such a great show. They go over all the other stories during the time of the week of MDR, and it's just a great show. Guys, at 10 p.m. that same day, Saturday, on Rumble, it is none other than the boss, Roma Nation! Guys, it is going to be such a wonderful show. I'm just going to let the man take you guys away with what's going to be happening that day.
10 p.m. Saturday, Roma Nation on Rumble, this weekend segment. This versus that, communism versus fascism. Who will win? Nobody knows. Let's go.
Guys, it's going to be such a great show. Do not miss it for the world. Guys, tonight on Timcast IRL, like I said, it is none other than the man, Nick Sorter. If you'd like to ask him a question, just go to the Timcast Discord, get your questions in, and you get picked. So you can ask Nick a question later on tonight for everybody. Timcast IRL, 8 p.m. YouTube. Just go watch it. It's going to be a great show. But that is honestly everything. Actually, you know what? One more thing that I have to say. Guys, don't forget to stick around for the Pretard cast, because that will be happening right after Midday Rush today. Guys, please. Well, actually, you know what? It's about to end, and it's time to end the show, guys. My name is T-Bone. Thank you very much for listening into the very own Midday Rush. That is the lovely Elizabeth, the boss, Roma Nation, and the wise man himself, Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
All right, everyone. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your evening to spend with us and let us get you informed on the news of the day. So maybe something you might have missed. Maybe Tim will talk about something that we talked about. That happens more often than you think. But in any case, it is time for us to clear off the Discord stage and end the program. So get off my lawn, stay on the sidewalk, because the Pretard cast happens here next.
Bye, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTubes.
Yes, what T-Bone said. Thank you, YouTube.
Bye, YouTubes. Bye, Twitter. It was a great show. Thank you for listening in.
All right. Let's see. Turn that. And
Who are you laughing at?
That baby. Who you laughing at? What you talking about, Willis?
okay,
No, you gotta
the
do
Twitters.
this is the one.
Oh, the
This is Sparta!
Bye, YouTube.